Okay, so this was originally going to be like a daily vlog thing, but there has been so much going on that it's not so daily. So, unfortunately, I am very sorry for that. On the other side, my life is going like this. So, we have a steady climb up now. Like, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, we're going to talk about like a dark night of the soul thing today. So, like a week and a half ago, I was going through something really like traumatic. Like trauma. And I was being taken through what at the time I thought were like PTSD flashbacks because I was diagnosed with PTSD a long time ago. And these flashbacks were like I was reliving that situation over and over again. So what happened was it started with the situation that was the most recent. And every time I get through that, I'd feel the emotions. It would take me to the next situation a little bit deeper, a little bit further back. And I would keep going, like every time it was a little bit deeper and a little bit further back, a little bit deeper and a little bit further back. And I got to the point where I went on one of my spiritual guidance websites and I said, listen, how long does this dark night of the soul last? Because it's been almost 2 weeks now and it just keeps going deeper and deeper. And I needed to stop because it's pushing people away that I don't want to push away, but it's making me act a different way towards them. Like some people weren't demonstrating compassion and understanding towards me, and they didn't understand what was going on. So I lashed out at them. Like I lashed out. And it wasn't even so much like mean, but my energy behind the words was not nice. So some of these people could pick up on that, even if they know or don't know. And in a sense, it just was pushing people away. And so finally, right before the very, very last one that I spent crying for like hours because it took me back to the beginning, to where this whole need and this whole limiting belief of I'm not worthy started. And it was like, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I can never do anything right, that whole thing. Well, it kind of started when I was like almost a baby. And I'm not gonna go into the situation when I was a baby. It was between my mom and my dad, but I ended up feeling like I was left. So I wasn't worthy, I wasn't worth it. Anyway, so I kept going deeper and deeper, and as I'm going deeper and deeper, the emotions that are just coming up are like, I'm looking like I'm needy. Like I'm needy and I'm clingy and I'm desperate and all this, but I am not that kind of person. So when these emotions were coming up and I was trying to reach out to people, some people were actively ignoring my messages. And you could see that they could read, that they were reading them. They weren't responding. So I would get angry because that put back into me, I'm not good enough for you to even respond to me. But then I realized my worth is determined by myself. It is not determined by what another person thinks that I'm worth, because they don't know what I've been through. They don't know everything that I have traveled through. And during this dark night of the soul, I found like a strength and a light. I found a light. This light has always been there. But for the longest time, and people that know me for a long time, they can tell you that light was gone. You could not see it in my eyes. You could not feel it. It was gone. I was like basically dead on the inside. So when the light came back, I decided to put out a call from like soul to soul to attract high vibrational people into my life. Now, it's starting to work a little bit. I'm sure it's going to work even more. And I'm also working on actively manifesting things for other people, and that is working amazingly. Like, it worked within a couple of hours for a couple of people. They don't even know. They don't even know that I was actively manifesting things for them. Well, they do now, maybe. Maybe they know now if they're watching this video, but anyway. And I realized actively manifesting things for other people is amazing. You can help change people's lives just by manifesting the best possible outcome for them. And all you have to do is basically, from your higher self to their higher self, you ask that whatever you do be in the name of the greatest good, and that it doesn't hurt anybody, that all it does is help people. And you basically, your higher self, the self that is all good and love and peace, speaks to their higher self, which is also all good and love and peace. And you make like I wouldn't want to say a soul contract, but it's like you make like a promise that you're going to help them reach the highest potential that they can reach. And they may not know this. They may not know that you're doing it. And if they don't know that you're doing it, it's even better, because then you can remain kind of anonymous and just watch as things unfold and they tell you what's going on, which is kind of amazing, because it's really amazing when someone texts you and they're like, this just happened. And I'm like, yay! Like, oh my God, that's so great. But I knew it was going to happen because I've been working behind the scenes for you for it to happen. So, yay! But in doing good things for other people, though, good things start to happen for you. Like, amazing people will come into your life and you'll, like, connect with them on a different level, on a different wavelength. And as they come into your life, you'll realize more and more about yourself and about people and about how this whole thing is working in the grand scheme of things, where all these negative things that have happened in your life they didn't happen to you. They happened for you to be in the exact position that you're in right now, to hold the love and the compassion and the giving and the caring that you have in your heart and in your soul, and to be able to spread that like to other people, to be able to give yourself to other people. But first you have to give to yourself. You have to love yourself. And don't say that if you don't love yourself, you're not worthy of receiving love, because either way, love is love. Whether someone else is loving on you, or you're loving on someone else, or you're loving on yourself, that's all an exchange of energy, and it's a very high vibration, and it will make amazing things happen for you. And so that being said, this is getting long. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna put it up, and I hope you, if you have traveled through a dark night of the soul, if you have gone to the depths of hell in your own mind, or if you are there, no, it will end. You will be okay, and you will be a much better, amazing version of yourself after you come out of it. You'll be able to give unconditional love, because you spent that time loving on yourself and letting yourself feel and letting yourself go through that process. And that being said, have a great one, and peace.